the problem.
Has the myth gone to England?
So England is not known for its guitar players, but they are known for the great guitar shops. We're going to talk about that right now. So we're going to talk about our favorite 2 guitar shops in the UK. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
In the corner, the red corner, we're going to start with the reigning champs.
Andertons.
They are monsters.
They are monsters.
And we all know and love their YouTube channel.
How could you not?
It's pretty much amazing.
Pretty amazing.
It's the thing I always put on. This is weird. I put that on when I'm folding laundry. It's just because I got to fold a lot of laundry. I got lots of kids.
You got stuff to do.
I'm just gonna have
kids everywhere.
It's like sometimes, and then Joe Rogan pops in that mix sometimes too, which is, I just think he's really funny.
I would like to hear a conversation between Joe Rogan and Danish Pete and the Captain.
God, I just want to hear Danish Pete speak.
Yeah.
Danish Pete speak. That's what I meant to say. But anyway, and then in the blue corner, I believe, would be
good old Peach Guitars. Maybe the slight underdog.
It's definitely like an underdog as far as like scale and scope
Right.
of like the operation, I guess. But I don't know, man. These are the 2 weeks. There's there's big guitar companies in the UK. There's GAC and some other guys. But the one thing they don't really have in the same way that we do in the US, besides not having great guitar players, is they don't have Guitar Center.
There's no guitar. Maybe that's why. They don't get to go work on their riffs.
No,
during the day.
No, they don't have guitars. They don't have this like massive like corporate chains
Right.
where that they have their own sort of things, and then, like in Canada has like Lone Wolf McQuade type thing. But
That's right.
I call it the Lone Wolf because Lone Wolf McQuade was like my favorite Chuck Norris movie.
Of course it was.
I mean, he drives a truck out of the underground.
He does.
It's unbelievable.
He does.
It breaks. That's unbelievable. Watch it.
It's great. It's good.
Oh, Chuck
America.
Norris. So anyway, let's talk about the 2 guitar shops first.
Let's do it.
And what we want to get into as well is like, which one would you want to shop at? Have you ever been there?
What's your British guitar fantasy if you were going to buy guitars in England?
Yes, if you're a U.S. mate,
Yes, right.
like we are, and you've not, full disclaimer, we have not been to either of these shops.
Or, what would be fun comments as well. Yes. Maybe you are in the UK and you have shopped at these places. It'd be fun to hear your comparison.
We want to hear what you think from the actual physical. We've met the guys that run and operate and work there. They don't remember us because we're these little tiny people that
we're not important.
We're not important. Our wives don't even think we're
But
important.
we see them and we kind of like do this and giggle at them because we're like,
it's Danish Pete. He's so
my
lovely.
God. Right, yeah.
He's like 7'3" in person. He's amazing. He's like a Adonis. He's gorgeous. His skin is like a smooth seal.
Pretty perfect.
Isn't he?
In every way.
Like I think I touched his cheek. I was like, oh my God, your cheek. It's just perfect. Anyway, the shops. Okay, let's get into Andertons.
Andertons.
Okay, Andertons is the reigning champ of Britain. They sell more guitars than almost all the guitar shops in England combined, I think. They have one retail unit. That's it, one shop, and they sell, I think, in excess of $40 million US a year in
pretty good
in music.
It's okay.
Related things.
Right.
Now, what we most know them for is their YouTube channel.
Yes.
And what most of the world in the guitar public is the YouTube channel, and we love the Captain. And then we had that other guy that was on there for a while. What was his name?
Chappers.
Yeah, Rob Chapman. Of course. And Rob was on there for a while. Rob ran into some like weird stuff on the internet.
There's the thing.
I think it's
ridiculous.
It's
guitars. I'm sure
ridiculous.
It's fine.
Everything's
right. It's fine.
He's a cool guy. Like, just be nice, right? Anyway, so that's another story. But so this was started in 1964 by a father and son.
Cool.
Not Lee, who became the captain. Lee is like the grandson type unit, and he sort of took over quite a few years later. But he's sort of driven this business into the modern age, and it has become a behemoth.
Yeah.
We'll say, like, when I go to like Fender headquarters meetings, they bring up Andertons.
Right.
Like, oh, by the way, they have one storefront and they sell X. You're like, oh.
No, this can be done. We can do this.
That's amazing. But nobody can do that. It's just, but so that's their idea. Now they have our favorite guitar players we talked about, Danish Pete.
Yes. The master of loops.
Master of loops, and he's been pretty much a session player for everyone who's anyone, and
he's awesome.
And he is awesome. Let's talk about their YouTube channel. They have about 662,000 subscribers.
That's a few people watch, I'd say.
As of this video airing right now, which is July of 20. It's July, right?
Yes.
July of 2020.
I don't know what day it is.
I don't either. It's middle of July.
I think it's a Thursday. We'll see.
And it's a massive channel.
It's huge.
They have their storefront. So what they did with their shop, it's lots of little buildings that they've bought and cobbled together through decades.
Awesome.
They start off as one little one, then they keep buying buildings. That's what
Right.
we're trying to do too in this small little town. And so it's like little caverns you go through. We've watched all like the virtual tours. We've like talked to people that have been there. It's kind of neat. It's like you're exploring these little tiny rooms of new stuff. But the bulk of their square footage, it's a huge operation, is for their video production and their warehousing.
Right. Smart.
Because they don't sell that many guitars to the U.S., but a large part of their audience is U.S. And people think like because of their subscriber count and their view counts, their videos get tons of views. They make a lot of money on the YouTube channel. That's not the case. It still is a sales driving feature. I think they spend more on their YouTube channel and their personalities and whatnot than they actually pull in.
That doesn't surprise me.
You don't make
the
that
level
much.
of production they do. Yeah.
But their production's amazing.
It is.
I mean, what do you watch of Andertons?
I mean, almost anytime I want to like see a review of something that we don't have, that's the first place that I tend to go because they do a really good job of reviewing almost everything.
They have everything.
They have everything.
They have absolutely
and they
everything.
do reviews on them across the line. So
yeah, so it's I guess their pitch is to Londoners too, because they're about an hour away from London, and there's a lot of good guitar shops in London. But if you want to see like a shop that has everything.
Yeah.
I mean everything. Like if you want like the best Epiphone for like $299, they're gonna have it. If you want like the best PRS, like they're gonna have that too. They have sort of a wide range. So it's a monster, and we love them.
Yeah.
I mean, we watch them. When we see them at NAMM, we're like, oh my God, there they are. It's fun. Do you have any other funny stories about these strange guys?
I don't know if I do actually.
So let's jump over to the other corner.
Let's do it.
Peach Guitars. Chung, 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 chung. Oh, one more thing before you get to Peach. No, we'll get to Peach in a second. Yeah, we'll go back to this. It's a side note. But okay, Peach Guitars was founded in 1991.
Okay.
And they started off as a metal detector company.
Of course they did.
This is
makes total sense.
It's kind of Nintendo started off as like a fishing company in the 1800s, and now it's like video game behemoth. But they started as like a metal detector and like a guitar. So I'm sort of guessing pawn shop. It's kind of how it started.
Cool.
And they sort of like they're in Colchester, UK. When they were started by Derek Peachley. It's just a funny name.
So they didn't just say, what's our favorite fruit?
Yeah,
there was
Derek Peachy, yes.
Okay.
It's so hard for me to say. It's such a great name. And so it's a real human's name.
There you go. Who knew? I didn't know.
And they've sort of grown and expanded. Then they had multiple locations, and then they shrunk down. They finally made the choice to have one location. But man, it's a location.
It looks amazing.
So that's in Colchester, UK. That's about an hour and a half from London, and we all lust after the shop when you see it. It's in an industrial park. Has massively tall ceilings that they made sort of look Western Americana theme.
Right.
Sort of what we have naturally, just because we are in an old 1912
it looks
casino.
very similar vibe.
Yeah, we're like, wow, they spent a lot of money to make it look old and crappy like ours. Ours is just old and crappy.
Ours just really is old and crappy. Yeah, it's great.
It's
authentic. Is the word, Baxter. We're authentic.
Yes, and like it's off. Yes,
we're playing authentic. Sorry,
it's not relic like a custom shop.
No,
it's just old.
That's right.
So John Priest is the personality that you probably know most from Peach Guitars. He runs the shop. He is awesome. He's very knowledgeable, and he seems like a really nice guy. I've talked to him briefly at the Taylor Catch event.
Cool.
And it was probably last year, and I think I said hello this year, but it was busy. I didn't get to talk to my normal friends. It's one of those things. And then who knows if NAMM will ever happen again. Anyway,
it's virtual. So who's the younger guy that plays for Peach Guitars?
Oh, let me get into him.
He's awesome.
Yeah, he's that's Jack Griffiths.
Jack.
And so we consider Jack Griffiths as sort of like the Danish Pete of Andertons, and we look at the two, and like Jack's phenomenal.
He's awesome, man. I love hearing him play.
He's young.
He is.
And he's really attractive, which is really frustrating as a
You would think we would hate him more.
I do kind of hate him.
But
and like he's got his own YouTube channel, and we were doing some comps too. Like his YouTube channel, I think at this point has around 1,400 subscribers. Danish Pete's is somewhere in the 70,000,
like 72,000. Yeah,
it's huge.
Pretty good.
But like Jack, that's pretty awesome for a young buck that's like just plays guitar, because it's a small little world that watches this stuff that we talk about. So anyway, let's talk about going in the shops here. So you go into Peach Guitars, and it's this massive, looks like 50-foot ceilings, wood paneled, two-tiered, open ceilings, gorgeous guitars everywhere, a huge showroom for like clinics, custom shop events, Taylor events, Martin events, Duesenberg, whatever you want to know. They do not carry the full line of everything like Andertons.
Right.
They are not like completely full service in the same way. They have almost everything, but Andertons is a different beast.
Yeah.
These guys carry phenomenal guitars though. And that's where we get in to like, if I was over there, which shop would I want to go to?
It's so hard.
Yeah, what would you? I mean, I'd want to go to both, obviously.
I'd want to go to both. I mean,
you can only go to one though.
So my thought process, my mind goes to, I sort of gravitate to the aesthetic and the vibe of Peach Guitars as a building, and those guys are great. But the trump card is if Danish Pete would sell me my guitar.
Yes, I think we were talking about that. If,
Yeah.
if Danish Pete, like, I don't want to take the guitar home. If he would just be there to sell me like a Squire,
Yeah.
I would buy it from Danish Pete and I'd leave it at the shop for them to give to some kid that wanted the guitar and
awesome.
couldn't afford it. I'd be like,
Right.
hey, I'll pay for this because I got to buy a guitar from Danish Pete.
Yes.
Give it to the next kid that walks in the door, no matter what. That'd be great. We should do that.
We should do it, and we'll film it. We'll go.
That's it.
It'll
Okay.
be our safari to
When we can
one day
travel.
when the world is, when
Maybe
they're
next
allowing
year.
us in. Maybe.
I'm supposed to go to Ireland next summer. Assuming
Hey.
the world hasn't ended.
not that far.
It's just a little pop over. It's a little lake between the two.
There you
Called the
go.
Atlantic Ocean, and the Channel, and all that stuff.
No
but
big
anyway,
deal.
yeah, so I guess in my opinion would be like very similar. Like if Danish Pete would sell me a guitar, I'm going to go there.
Yes.
Danish is back there, like
Right.
Danish. I'm calling him Danish.
And I'm sure there are other wonderful people at Andertons, but it's just that's the personality. That
I
we,
know. It's like I just think he's wonderful.
He's just
And-
awesome,
And
yeah.
Lee, the captain, is like
Yeah.
he seems charming and wonderful
Yes.
dude. I'd love to buy a guitar from him. But if John was there at Peach, I'd probably buy a guitar from John too.
sure.
Like I know John's running the place and he's in the back doing all the cool unveilings. Watch their YouTube channel
Yeah.
of him doing like the Gibson custom shop and the Fender custom shop unboxings. It's kind of boring if you're not a guitar nerd, but
But if you are a guitar nerd,
it's awesome. He's just
we lust after their little space, their little
Yeah.
warehouse, like receiving area.
I mean,
We're like,
it's
what? Oh,
like we're like in these little closets because we're in an old casino from literally 1912. These rooms are little. The big showroom's big.
it's not. Yeah, we don't have warehouse.
No, we don't have
shelves.
warehouses. We're
One
very
day.
jealous of
One
that.
day we
and
will.
we have to keep buying more buildings that
That's right.
we convert into warehouses. That's depressing. There's a crematorium behind us. We might have to use that one. Anyway, so I don't know. I would probably want to buy a guitar from Peach, though. I think in some ways
I think it would be a cool experience.
the experience. I would love to go in there and the staff is really nice from what I've met at NAMM, and their shirts are great. The Andertons Western logo shirts are really nice too. Andertons, but that aesthetic of that showroom, and
It's pretty.
then they have
fantastic.
broken little small rooms for each of the pieces. Like if you're going to see like the PRSs, there's a PRS room. There's sort of like your little Fenders and Gibsons and Martin rooms. But it's very it is very similar to what we have, just on a grander scale.
Right.
And I guess we like that.
Seems to make sense.
Yeah, I was going to make some horrible comparison. Like my wife, if she was wanting to date someone else, she'd probably date Brad Pitt because he's very similar to me. And so she would want to have that.
I think that all the time.
Just agree with that comment, please. Somebody agree with that, just to make me happy. I know it's not true. Just agree with it and say thank you. I'll say thank you. I'll send you a shirt or something. God, you do look just like Brad Pitt.
You do.
Crossed with
Hair,
who?
everything. Right.
Fill in the blank. Your choice. We will send you T-shirts if it's really funny.
Mr. Bean.
Because that's a weird bet I just did. I might just destroyed myself.
We remember when we went bankrupt because of all the T-shirts we sent out.
I know we have a ton of them right now.
I think we'll be okay.
Shit, that's great.
I think we could win.
So we want to sort of figure and find out what you guys think and who's
Take a poll in the comments.
Yes, definitely.
Comment poll.
Like Andertons, Peach, and
Yeah.
and watch I know Andertons YouTube channel is like dominating and we love it. But watch some of Peach's stuff. The demos they do
Are very good.
I mean, John is a great player too. What he does with the Strat is awesome. They play through Two Rocks in their demos.
Yeah.
Watch their Two Rock Bloomfield demos. Ugh, so good. They just make it sound so nice. And what else do you think? I mean, give me some more. I'm excited.
Would you say, since we're saying obviously that we are sort of the dumbed down, watered down version of the Peach aesthetic, would you say Andertons is a little more like a British Sweetwater?
No, because they're still wacky and goofy.
Right.
Because I like Sweetwater. I send a lot of people there. Great customer service, great team. Everybody's awesome there. But they're very straight, they got a button-down suit.
That's true.
Let's go to work, Chip. Let's drive our station wagons and here's a Volvo. I don't because if you meet the guys, I've had some of my friends that work for Taylor Guitars and have done some demos over there. And you know who I'm talking about if you're watching this, Keith Urban, friend. I'm not saying his name. He looks a lot like Keith. It's not Keith Urban, but it looks just like him.
I know you're talking about.
I'm not saying anything else.
Okay. Cool.
He's a much more attractive version of Keith.
Right.
But anyway, he says when he was filming with them, you think they're funny on camera, it's way worse off camera. unreal. Like the jokes, they would be. It's awesome. And
That's cool.
It's the same way here. Like I mean, we are.
That's right.
If someone filmed us when we were talking off camera, we would be in jail. Or just
well,
thrown in the
maybe.
garbage can.
Right.
We're not like appropriate,
No,
but we have fun though. We love guitars.
we do love
So
guitars.
anyway, we're rambling right now. Just let
We
us
are.
know what you think. We love these two guitars. We shops. We love watching them. We want to know exactly what you guys think about it too. We're excited.
Final answer: Peach or Andertons.
Both. I'm gonna go both. I know. I'm sorry. I'm going to both because
What a cop out!
I know. Okay, I'm gonna probably. I'm gonna buy a T-shirt from both.
Yes, that's
I'm
fair.
gonna go buy a T-shirt.
That's fair.
And I might buy my guitar from Peach just because that aesthetic looks amazing.
I think that's where I'd fall as well.
And it might be conducive to me like feeling comfortable with the instrument.
I feel like that's true.
But if the right associate that's helping me, if he or she is at Andertons, if Danish Pete's there, I'm buying a guitar
Yes,
at Andertons. That's it.
from Danish
If
Pete.
if
Just to say hey.
we're gonna call you when we come over there and just have Danish Pete work in the showroom, and we're buying your Squire department out and giving it back to the kids.
I like that idea. That's a great idea.
Thanks for watching. God bless the UK.